Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the snake pit. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese. Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Father.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. The give. Still on his feet at the 45. Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of the
No huddle here for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
You feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right out the gates?
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Second down. The give to the back. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Feeling some heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Fast motion from the offense. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is good! So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Penn State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He wants to pass it on second down. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Gets it to the back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't do. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ham the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
The Terrapins are on the move. Slams it ahead. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots.
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play there. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. The hand to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this seat.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the... before he finished the catch, it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Out of the gun, they give it to the back. Oh, what a move! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the ball.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to return it. First down here for the offense. Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They feed him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it again. On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
That's another Terrapins first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's another first down.
They're working that left side. Touchdown! What a catch and run for 6. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Give to the running back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
2nd down coming up.
Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Getting some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll give it to the back. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another